The light on. They're set to run. 1200 the journey. There they go now. They're off and they're racing. God's Rapture taken hold of at the start, dropping right back with Brave Dragon. Hurricane Harley, one of the first to go. My Danny Boy going up, having a look for the lead. They're going to head off Jimmy Angel. Delta Sun's going to ride the speed in the middle, going around them. Spirited Strike, then the filly Vandula Jet. A length and a half, Perfect Sister. Followed further back in the field by Brave Dragon. And the tail end of God's Rapture. Hurricane Harley presses on now and goes to the lead here at the 700 by almost a length to My Danny Boy. Spirited Strike was sent forward, covering some extra ground. Jimmy Angel back on the inside. Up there travelling fourth, nearing the home turn, being followed closely then by Delta Sun the middle. Sneaking around them, Vandula Jet when they start to bunch a little now. Perfect Sister, Brave Dragon, and the widest of them, God's Rapture. Hurricane Harley balances up though at the 300 mark and led more than a length. My Danny Boy. Spirited Strike keeps coming back towards the inside. Delta Sun, Jimmy Angel picking up and wider out now. Vandula Jet, but they have to get to Hurricane Harley. Hurricane Harley fighting tooth and nail in front, and it's going to hold them. Hurricane Harley all the way. One from Delta Sun, who got second to nose in front of Jimmy Angel. Brave Dragon came late. Vandula Jet weakening out of it there. Spirited Strike. Back behind those then, Perfect Sister. My Danny Boy didn't give much either in the run to the line. Dropped out there and only beat one to the post, and that's God's Rapture putting in an ordinary run, and it is the last of them to greet the judge. Hurricane Harley, number 2, ridden by Austin Galati. At odds, has got home to score for the Summer Dixon stable. The Safeguard 3-year-old has led from barrier to box and has won from Delta Sun, Ticky Reardon, Jimmy Angel, Sean O'Donnell third, and fourth will go the way of Vandula Jet, number 8. So 2, 1, 4 and 8 the placings here after the Swan Draft handicap. And Osti Galati certainly producing a very well-judged front-running ride here on this outsider. Hurricane Harley blew out to $16 on the WOP. A little gear adjustment made by Summer this afternoon, and it certainly has paid dividends. Hurricane Harley by Safeguard, and from Jinsky Magic, defeating Delta Sun by I'm All the Talk, Merrill Haley and Natika Reardon, and third Jimmy Angel by Harry Angel in the yard of Russell Stewart and ridden by Sean O'Donnell. So those numbers are 2 from 1, 4 and 8. Margins to come. A bit of value about the winner Hurricane Harley there in the fourth event of the day. Race 5, the Lawn Pride Australia Handicap over 1,200 metres. Cable Rock comes out number 9. Margins are 3/4 of a length by a long head. We'll confirm the time very shortly as we head back to Lockie joining us in the yard. And there's one that's been punched home at a bit of odds by Austin Galati.
Thanks, Darren. That is an outstanding ride from Austin Galati. He has been able to make an assessment on the track from the first 3 races, found the front, controlled the speed of the event, and then got on his bike at the top of the straight and ensured that his gelding was able to get out into the best part of the track. I don't think you'll see a better ride than that all afternoon here at Belmont Park. Winning trainer Summer Dixon is just greeting Austin Galati and Hurricane Harley. But as you said, prior to the running of this race, Riley, he's been a little bit of a frustrating customer because he has been all duck no dinner, as you touched upon, and unfortunately for many punters he's been a beaten favourite throughout this preparation, but today he gets the job done and at a big price.
He was able to bounce back in a big way today, Lockie, and that's exactly how he's been over the course of his career. All duck no dinner. He's been a tricky horse to follow. As a result of that, we know the ability that he's got when he has been able to put his best foot forward, but at this stage of his career, Locke, he's probably just lacked the consistency in showing it.
Absolutely. I'm now joined by winning trainer Summer Dixon. Summer, Hurricane Harley, he's been up and down in terms of his form here throughout this preparation, but today he bounces back.
Yeah, he does. As I've mentioned before, he's an extremely quirky horse, and you can't just take him to the races and expect something. You know, we were close on not even running the horse today, so been a lot of hard work behind the scenes, and it's been a massive team effort, but I just have to really carry on how much of an outstanding ride that was from Austin. He's such a vital part of the team. The horse had no control last start. It basically took off in front and it was just galloping on both ends. So if Nature Strip can't do it, then I'm sure that he can't do it. But Austin got back on him today, and yeah, he just rode the horse superbly, and that's why he's such an asset.
Take us into the inner sanctum pre-race. Had Austin discussed the fact that he wanted to get out towards that outside fence?
Not really. we had a little bit of a yarn, but I speak to Austin most days, so you know, he knows the horses really well, and we speak so often about them, you know, behind the scenes. But as I said, I have to say this is a big team effort. You know, like he's a difficult horse, and Mel does a lot of work with him in the ocean. She leads him, and Brittany and everyone. So yeah, as I said, if he was a lot of other places, he'd be very hard to deal with.
2 runners to come here this afternoon, Himizu and Bondi Star. Can either of them run a race at odds?
Himizu, I really think she's improved off her last start win at York. That was really just to get the monkey off our back there, and I think she can go on with it. She's got barrier 7, so hopefully we can slot somewhere just off the pace. And Bondi Star, well, she ran the same as Hurricane Harley did last start, and I just don't want to see this horse bolting near the front of the field, because that's not how we run the horses. So just a nice controlled pace, and let her hit the line today.
Well done here.
Thank you.
There's Summer Dixon, and here's Austin Gallardi.
Thanks a lot. Catching up with Austin Gallardi after the win here aboard Hurricane Harley. Austin, congratulations on the victory. It looked as though you had a plan with this horse leading in today, and you were able to execute it perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, he's a quirky horse, so no, just the main thing is to keep him happy and keep his breathing on point. And yeah, he did hang out a bit down the straight, but he was also getting to the best part of the track, so we'll take that.
You've had a fair bit to do with this horse over the course of his career. How have you seen his development from early doors? Summer touched upon the fact that he is a very quirky horse behind the scenes, and as we know, when he puts his best foot forward, he's got stacks of ability, but he's been prone to the odd shocker as well.
Yeah, his form as of late's been a bit up and down, but when he's on and everything's going to plan, he can be a real nice horse.
You're a big part of Summer's team behind the scenes, as we know. Can you make a case for Himizu or Bondi Star a little bit later on today's program?
Yeah, I've been away for a week, but Summer reckons Himizu's going pretty good, and Bondi Star, she needs to, you know, get back into a winning form. She's also a little bit quirky too.
Spending a bit of time chasing some sun up in Broome to start off the season. How's it been up there?
Yeah, too good. I'd rather be there most of the time, but here we are.
Surprised to see you back. Well done here.
Thanks, cheers.
There's Austin Gallardi. He's back for a reason. Riding a winner here this afternoon at Belmont Park aboard Hurricane Harley for Summer Dixon. And the combination will combine in the Strickland Stakes with Hobart West come Saturday afternoon. But it's Hurricane Harley leading all the way to take out the Swan Draft Handicap.